from New York City, it's Wendy Williams. Today, the fabulous Whoopi Goldberg stops by to share all about her new Mom's Mabley film and to tell Wendy what she really thinks about the changes going on at The View. Plus, put down those leftovers, Black Friday is here. Dr. Gadget gives us a look at the gifts you'll be wishing for this holiday and all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Watching at home. Studio audience, thank you very much for being here today. Nice to see all of you. How you doing? I'm doing okay. It's Black Friday. I got on my black. And I'm exactly where I want to be. Not in the mall, but in here with you, the TV. Bradley Cooper wants to make over his new girlfriend in a surprising way. And some shocking details have emerged about Tiger Woods' infamous affair 4 years ago today. And I'll also be giving you a sneak peek of me hosting the Soul Train Awards red carpet. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Thanks, everybody. Hope everyone had a very nice Thanksgiving yesterday. Mine was very, very small and comforting. Actually, it was just me and Kevin, which means there's no real need to put on a wig and an outfit. I love home for the holidays, and we did have a nice Thanksgiving, and hopefully you did as well. So today is Black Friday. What are you doing? I know after the show, I'm going back home, in the house, locking the door and watching TV. I'm not going to the mall. Are you going shopping after this? Are you a big fan of Black Friday? Really? I never have been a fan. There's something about being out amongst all the people, just knowing that everything from being killed in the parking lot of the mall to being racially profiled for no reason at all, to being trampled and losing my wig. Do you remember this poor lady? I love this time of year because we get a chance to show it to you again and again. No, watch what happens. Watch. She literally... Yay, her. Yay, I just love it. I don't need a new flat screen that badly. I'll wait until after the holidays. Anyway, later in the show, everyone, we're gonna bring you some of the hottest holiday gifts. Dr. Gadget's gonna be here to bring us through with that. I love Gadget also. So like I was telling you when I first came out, it was 4 years ago today when we all woke up to the shocking news of Tiger Woods cheating on his wife, Elin. Do you remember when you first found out about it? He actually brought a tear, all right, 5 tears to both eyes. Did you? Because at first I thought, oh my gosh, Tiger was in a car accident. Remember, the details of what happened came out very slowly. And at first, all we saw was Tiger's car and some broken windows, driven up on the curb into a tree. And I thought, so I'm like, wow. I remember exactly where I was, in the house where I always am, when I found out the news. Well, now there's more news emerging about Tiger's infidelity and how Elin found out. Well, it seems that Tiger was passed out. He had allegedly taken one of those sleeping, he had sleep issues. I don't know whether he still has them, but he had them back then. So he was sleeping good and hard. And Elin, and I guess Elin decided, let me go see what's in his phone. Well, the thing is that technology has changed so much that maybe he had a lock on his phone, but forgot to lock it back. Remember, 4 years ago, phones didn't automatically lock. You had to make a conscious effort to lock it back. Nowadays, if you have a lock on your phone, as soon as you hang up, it locks itself. So, Elin finds a text on the phone from Tiger's mistress, Rachel Uchitel. You know, the first mistress that came out, this one. Okay, Elin begins texting Rachel from Tiger's phone as if she were Tiger, which is so brilliant. It is brilliant. And you know, what really set her off was when she read the text saying that Tiger wanted a divorce. I guess this Rachel, you know, texting back to who he thinks is Tiger, and they're going back and forth and back and forth. And the wife is probably saying all the right things, you know, as Tiger, to make Rachel Uchitel really jump out of her skin and really talk. So she did. I thought that was really smart. And, you know, while divorce is ugly for everybody involved, including their 2 kids, the way that she did it with Rachel, she cut right to the chase. There was never any word as to whether she talked to a girlfriend about this, but in my mind, Elin acted alone. Like, she didn't call up one of her girls, oh my God. I can't believe what I found in his phone. Like, this is not the kind of information you share with your dingbat girlfriends. It's not the kind of information that you even call your mother up on, only on the count of you can't play with your parents' emotions. If you want them to hate your husband, then they either they can't participate in the plot until you present it to them and say, look, I'm getting a divorce. Now, you're team me or you're team him. But she played it right, and I feel, and I don't know this for sure, but in my mind, that Tiger underestimated her because on account of she's blonde. Hold on. On account of she was the nanny of one of his golfing partners. She was not a woman who went to a 4-year university and graduate school and all that stuff. In other words, he bet on the wrong horse and he lost. How dare you think that she's stupid and she wouldn't catch you? In case you got that twisted, that wasn't me talking down about Elin. That was me lifting her up and saying to Tiger, how dare you think she's stupid? How dare you? And then Tiger, on the other hand, while Elin was smarter in my mind than Tiger thought, Tiger is, well, just as airy as I would have predicted, coming from a place where he came from. Now, I don't know this place, but after doing all the reading, he was the golf prodigy, right? He's been playing golf and having that kind of weird life different from the rest of us since he was 3 years old. Which means that when he was 18, and I don't know about you, but at 18, 17, 16, I was up to things. So weren't you up to things? Tiger didn't have a chance to be up to things because Tiger was a child prodigy. So by the time he got out here, he's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she likes me. I mean, like, who of Tiger Woods' stature doesn't at least have 2 or 3 different phones? I mean, at the very least. I'm not telling you cheating 101. I'm just saying that how very 13-year-old boy of him to fall asleep with the sleeping pills and leave his phone right there, and for him to think his wife is not going to pick it up when it goes off at weird times of the night. Anyway, I guess things worked out for the best for all of them. Elin has moved on. She's got a nice settlement. The kids, we never read about them. I guess their 2 kids are well adjusted. Tiger learned the error of his ways and seems to be a better man now. He's still with his girlfriend, the skier, Lindsey Vonn. He's still with Lindsey Vonn. And so, but that was just 4 years ago. Doesn't it seem like 10 years ago that all happened? All right, so let's move on. Miranda Lambert, the singer, recently debuted a slimmed down figure. And she says, look, all I wanted to do was lose weight in time for my 30th birthday, which was earlier this month. Well, she wasn't really large to begin with, but she lost a few pounds, and now Miranda is lashing back at tabloid reports that are saying that she had weight loss surgery. She's very upset about this. She says that she did it the old-fashioned way with diet and exercise. Yeah. Listen. I get where she might be upset because if you did it through diet and exercise, then you don't like people to accuse you of having weight loss surgery. However, when you're a celebrity, Miranda, and a lot of you celebrities don't get, all, flustered when people say, how did you do it? Mm-hmm. That's what they, do you know how many times I hear that here on our couch? I've lost a couple of pounds, I was a surgery girl as early as 1994. I did not lose my, I get the liposuction and come on, we've been through my dossier. But I will tell you this, I lost 20 pounds 2 years ago in preparation for about 2 years ago, and have managed to keep it off and go to the gym, and I did it through cutting back. I used to eat cheese every single day. I was, constantly binded, So now I only eat cheese once in a while, like maybe once every 7 to 10 days. I'll allow myself some cheese, late night eating, just cutting down on the sugary drinks, even if it's like a little Crystal Light and water, that's still a sugary drink, so I wouldn't, not doing the, anyway, the 20 that's off is natural, but I am not offended when people say, hey, Wendy, how'd you lose the weight? Mm-hmm. I'm not offended. I'm not. I totally am not. Anyway, good luck getting through the holidays, Miranda. I know for me, it's a struggle because the food is so good and this, right? And then the drinks are fattening. Right, and nobody's going to the gym. I don't know about you. Not during the holidays, no ma'am. Anyway, all right, let's move along to Bradley Cooper. So Bradley Cooper is apparently helping his new girlfriend, Suki Waterhouse, get into the acting business. And his first thing that he wants to do is a fail. He wants to change her name to Alice. Alice Waterhouse. Suki Waterhouse. Why don't you just put a ring on it and her name could be Alice Cooper? Bradley, the name Suki Waterhouse is so fabulous that she could literally drop the Waterhouse and just be Suki. Right? That might be one of those moves that a man tries to make when he wants to hold you back and keep you small in his world. Like he says, you look so beautiful without makeup. Why do you always have to wear makeup? See, and you might be cute, but there's nothing wrong with a little makeup. You look so look. But there are guys who will purposely try to sabotage us just to keep us contained in their worlds. Your natural hair is so beautiful. Why don't you just wear your natural hair? You seem so uncomfortable in heels. Why don't you wear flats? Just watch the sabotagers. Suki, since he suggests that you change your name to Alice, which I know that you won't do, because why would you pass up Suki? Tell him you'll change your name when he moves his mother out of his house. So, we all know that Alec Baldwin hates the paparazzi. And he says he's just trying to protect the privacy of his family. But it looks like his wife, Hilaria, is never a part of that conversation because she recently posted several photos of herself and the baby on Instagram with captions like, "This is the little angel we fight so fiercely to protect." Okay, first, the baby is gorgeous. Really, really cute. Really cute. But see, Alec, this is the problem that many of us have with you. You can't have it both ways. If you're gonna live in Manhattan and walk your dog 25 times a day and go for coffee, then the paparazzi are gonna be standing there and they know that you're easy target to make angry and spaz out. Hilaria, you cannot be posting pictures of you or the baby, for that matter, on Instagram and expect to have your privacy. you know? And Whoopi Goldberg is here. You know what? I want to ask Whoopi. Here's my thing. Because, you know, during Hot Topics the other day, we were talking, and I was telling you, friend to the show, Daniel Radcliffe said about celebrity, if you want a private life, be private in the way you conduct yourself. And then Whoopi's here. Whoopi's been a New Yorker since forever. She grew up right down the street at the projects, right down the street from the studio. She's such a New Yorker. And there are more celebrities in this city that you never hear a peep from, including Whoopi, than other ones who demand their privacy, like Alec and Hilaria. You know, what is the deal with the baby pictures, Alec, again? And Hilaria, stop, not good. Not the family motto. Hilaria, by the way, also, and I just learned this, is a correspondent on Extra. And I think that would be one of the very shows that utilizes the paparazzi to bring us the hot topics. You can't have it both ways, Baldwins. So this weekend I am hosting the red carpet special for the Soul Train Awards. You know, before every great award show, there's always the red carpet and the who are you wearing? Well, it airs on Sunday, but we've got a sneak peek for you now, so take a look. Look who I'm talking to. Faith Evans. You look good.
Thank you.
Who is
and
this?
And so do you.
Okay. Do you have a favorite R&B singer, like whether it's, you know, K. Michelle or...
I love K. Michelle. She actually can really blow.
Yes, she can. Her behind is gigantic.
Got a big booty.
Okay. Look at the Empress of Soul and her beautiful dress.
Thank you.
Last night, it is the holiday season.
Yes.
Thanksgiving is past. Christmas is on the way.
Yes. See, I really do cook.
I do too. I do like to cook.
It's therapy for me.
It is. Congratulations, because I understand they renamed the Best Female Artist Award the Shaka Khan Award.
Yes.
Is that only for tonight, or is
No,
that forever?
that's in perpetuity, darling.
Wow.
Forever.
That's a message from the
That's
gods.
something?
That's Don Cornelius up there.
That's so cool.
It's Evelyn Champagne King. I've always wanted to meet you.
I've always wanted to see you.
You are part of my girlhood into womanhood. All right, it's time to play the red carpet version of Fave 5. Tell me your favorite body part you love to show off.
Legs, I guess.
You have a legendary smile.
Thank you.
Okay.
My legs.
No, that's not what I would say.
Oh.
I would say your favorite body part that you love showing off are your cheekbones.
That's been part of the heritage.
People are paying for those now.
You know you're right.
That in public or behind closed doors?
In public, Kane.
I don't know, my eyes.
I was gonna say, your eyes. They're mysterious.
My legs.
Yes, legs or legendary lips. See,
Yeah, but you can't hide those.
exactly, you can go like this and everyone would know
Exactly.
it's still fake. Favorite rumor you've heard about yourself that wasn't true, and I can tell you if you can't think.
Well, tell me, because I
That you
can't.
were smashing Patti LaBelle, remember?
That was not true.
That I'm really mean.
Aw.
I'm just honest.
The favorite rumor you've heard about yourself that wasn't true.
Oh, wow, child, that I started the East West. It's not favorite because it's good.
Right.
But I mean, because it's so
The East
such
Coast,
a farce.
West Coast feud.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the biggest farce.
Yes. Your favorite reality show.
The Biggest Loser.
Okay.
Real Husbands.
Well, I like the spooky ones. I like Ghost Miner.
You know what? The Preachers.
Oh, I love it too.
I'm rocking with the Preachers.
Okay.
I think it's Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay.
The hip hop show.
You are ghetto.
Can't help it.
What's your favorite snack that you love to indulge in? Doritos, Cheetos, Slim Jims, jerky,
Donuts.
donuts.
Right now, it's almonds.
Peppermint patties, York.
Get the sensation.
Yes, darling.
Reese's Pieces.
Well, I like Twizzlers.
Oh, pretzels.
Pretzels.
I love pretzels. Yeah.
Your favorite snack that you love to indulge in? Milkshakes, cheese.
Cheese.
Ooh.
How did you know?
I love cheese.
I love cheese.
And then it binds you. And finally, your favorite Soul Train memory.
Oh, God. When Don Cornelius knew that I was pregnant,
Hold on.
I did not know myself.
And how did he know?
He just said, "You're glowing," and I was like, I didn't know what he was saying. And I was 5 months pregnant.
Okay, this involves more investigating, except there's other celebrities on the red carpet. But remind me to get back to her about that. Wow.
My favorite Soul Train memory is when Don was trying to put the show together. And he came to us to say, I need somebody. Aww. And we did the first show so he could sell it. And it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful tribute that he did to us by asking us to do it.
That's my favorite. Thank you, Gladys Knight. Thank you, Soul Train, for sending over these fabulous Don Cornelius Afro wigs and t-shirts that my studio audience is wearing. And make sure you watch my red carpet show on BET and Centric starting at 7 o'clock Eastern, Sunday night. We've got a terrific show for you today. Dr. Gadget is here, and he's gonna show us some of the hottest gifts for the holiday season. And there are many big surprises for our studio audience and viewers at home as well. But up next, the multi-talented Whoopi Goldberg is here. Don't go far. Watching our first guest on The View, and now she's getting rave reviews as the director of her HBO documentary on the groundbreaking comedian Moms Mabley. Please welcome back to our show the very talented and lovely Whoopi Goldberg. Hello. Well, here, move over a little bit, because here's what I want to do. I want you to give us some shoe cam, because, put your feet.
Is that it?
Yes. You know what? Is this one of the higher heels that you've worn?
No, this is one of the lower heels that I've worn.
That you've worn?
Yeah. I know it's gonna freak you out, but I wear them like you on occasion.
Do you?
Yeah, I like them very, very high.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, where do you go when you wear these high heels? Because I watch the show. I
go to work. I only have shoes at the job, babe.
So you wear heels on The View?
Uh-huh.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, you've seen it. Yeah,
you've seen it? I'm sorry.
That's right. You have a lot on your mind. She's thinking about many things, like Tiger Woods.
It's a mess. It's a mess out here. Listen, I saw an Instagram photo though of your shoe closet.
Uh-huh.
You have a lot of shoes.
Yeah, there.
In your own
Yeah.
Okay.
That's at the job. That's at the job. That's not my house.
This is at The View.
Yeah.
And these are all your shoes
at my house. Yeah.
Oh, at the house.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me just get this straight.
Okay.
So this is just your shoe collection.
Yeah.
At The View.
Yes.
That's hot. I like how everything's laid out like that.
Well, I'm sort of a neat Nick. I'm a bit of a neat freak, but yeah, that's where they are. Cause I want to look like I'm at least trying to keep up with everybody. Because everybody's so well pulled together.
Well, I mean, it takes a lot of people. Who dresses you?
Me.
And so,
really?
No.
You know who dresses me.
No, I just wanted to ask. Now, so when you get in, you decide what you're gonna put on, and then you
No,
pull
when
your
I wake
shoes.
up, I wear what I'm gonna wear. And sometimes our fabulous wardrobe woman, Fran, says, "Is that really what you wanna wear?" And I'll say, "Should I iron it?" She'll say, "Just let me iron it." Yeah. So, and then I basically have on what I have on when I get there, but I look in to see what feet will work.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, Whoopi, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, happy Hanukkah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How did you spend yesterday, Thanksgiving? What'd you do?
Can't you tell from my backside I ate? I ate many people. Yes.
Did you cook? Did you entertain your daughter? Did people come over?
The family is in.
Oh, good.
And it's the only time I cook. I cook on Thanksgiving and I cook on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look good. Can I just tell you that? I love your hair like this.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love the way you look.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Whoopi, you know, like I was saying during Hot Topics, and I, always say I've been preparing to turn 50. I'm 49 now.
Yeah.
And I know you're not quite 60, but
Not
did
quite.
did you find things in life different for you drastically at 50 versus?
No, no. All you have to know is that the alternative is not of interest to you.
Being dead. Yeah.
So why not celebrate the fact that you managed to do something lots of people don't get to do? They don't get to turn 50.
You're right.
This is a gift.
You're right.
And what is, when you, I'm gonna say when I was a little kid, because I got about eight or 9 years on you. When I was a little kid, people who were 50, they were old.
Yes.
And now, 50 is nothing. 80 is nothing. You hear about these 80 and 90-year-olds having sex and fun, and you wish,
Yes.
Because it's not in their mind that
Yeah.
anything is supposed to stop. The only thing for women that stops is we don't make any more eggs, thank you,
Thank God. Thank God. I'm not scared of menopause. I need the burden to be lifted.
I'm telling you, menopause is interesting. It can become a pain in
Well,
the
you don't
butt
have a beard.
periodically. Huh?
You don't have a beard.
Well, no, I don't have a beard, but
But you know how sometimes.
not where you can see it anyway. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, Clyde. My brother's in the green room.
Sorry, Clyde.
And he's like this. I can tell already.
No, but you look terrific. Now, do you have anything? I hate to use the word bucket list, but is there anything that you want to do at this point in your life? You're an award-winning actress, comedian. You've been successful on Broadway. The View. You're a staple on one of the most successful shows on TV. What is there left for you to do between now and the time of?
I want to do two things. I want to become an ambassador to a country. And yeah, you wouldn't mind me being the ambassador, would you? Okay, good. Because some people will be like, oh, hell no. We're not sending her anywhere. And the other thing is I'd like to meet this new Pope. I'm very interested in Pope Francis.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those two things.
Yeah.
That ambassador thing will probably work out for you nice.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So over at The View, a lot of things have changed this season.
Yeah.
Do you miss Elizabeth?
I miss Elizabeth a lot. I miss Joy a lot, but I have to tell you, I'm having a great deal of fun with Jenny McCarthy.
She's a fun girl.
She's
a fun girl,
having
yes.
a great deal of fun with her. And it took me a minute because, it was kind of startling to have started something with two folks and to become tight with them, especially with Lizzie, because she and I got along. We talked about interesting stuff. We didn't always agree, but that's what friends do.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, wow, and I didn't really know Jenny, and so I thought, well, I'm gonna sit back for a minute.
Yes.
And then she started tickling. I started laughing. She tickled me, not like tickle, but she would say something. I started laughing and look at her, and she said, well, it's true.
Yeah.
And I just find her really sweet and refreshing. I like her a lot.
Yeah, you guys have a nice chemistry.
Yeah.
This season as well.
Yeah.
And I know that there was a show that tries to copy To Be Like You All that said some horrible things about you all to Arsenio Hall, and we talked about it on Hot Topics.
Yes, I know.
And then
Thank you.
I was out socializing with Sherry like 4 nights, later.
Right.
And she said, thank you.
Yeah.
And we've all agreed that we're not going to talk about that show and how ignorant the comment was from that show.
It happens. I won't speak for anybody but me. I have stepped in it many times. I have said things that you think 2 minutes later, that was really dumb. And there's nothing you can do about it till you see the person. And, it happens, child, please. If I cried every time somebody said something rough about me, I'd be nothing but water.
Yeah. Well, Whoopi's not going anywhere. I want to hear more about Life, the Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness.
Yes.
I want to talk with you about that documentary that you produced for HBO about Moms Mabley.
Yeah.
So keep it here, because Whoopi's not going anywhere.
There weren't many of these women. I mean, you could name 3 or 4 of them, and none of them being black until really the 50s. Moms comes along, like in the late 20s, as a young woman, dressed with that hat and the house coat and the big shoes. And she takes that persona all the way to 1975. I mean, that's a long time.
We're back with Whoopi Goldberg. Congratulations on that HBO documentary. Tell us about Moms Mabley.
Well, Moms was a comedian who had all these great records out, and when I was a kid, our parents had the records, you know, but you weren't supposed to listen to them because they had jokes on them that you weren't supposed to know about.
Right.
But we would secretly sneak and listen to it because it was funny.
Yes.
You know, so you had Moms, you had Red Fox, and I used to do her on stage as a one-person show before Whoopi Goldberg showed up as a famous person.
Right.
So I used to do her in California, and I kept saying I was going to do it again and do it again, and then like 30 years went by. And I realized that a lot of people they knew of her, but they didn't know who she was.
I knew of her.
Yeah.
I know she was born in 1897.
Yes, yes.
And I only know of her because my parents, while I don't remember the albums,
Right.
I remember hearing conversation.
Yes.
Now, she performed Toothless.
Occasionally, yeah, she would take her teeth out.
Yeah. I watched the documentary. There was a lot of gumming.
Yeah.
And in a bad house coat.
Yeah.
And in the hat flopped on her head.
Yeah.
And you talked to some really great people in the, and another thing is that there wasn't a lot of footage on Moms. And so whose idea was it to make her cartoonized in your documentary?
Me, because I wanted people not to stop watching.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same with the words, you know, because if you have lots of albums.
Right.
You want people to hear the material, so you want to keep them, you know, it's kind of smoke and mirrors, but it's like, watch this, watch this, and they continue to watch. But the great thing about Moms is that she was the only stand-up, she was the only female for almost 40 years before anybody else came around to do it.
And you have to understand, she has Kathy Griffin and Joan Rivers and Eddie Murphy and, you know, comedians speaking in this documentary. I didn't realize that Moms was making $10,000 a week at the Apollo Theater back in the day.
Oh, hon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know.
She also, she wrote a musical with Zora Neale Hurston. She wrote a musical. She played oh my goodness, Carnegie Hall. She was extraordinary, and the material is so strong that it holds up today.
And Eddie Murphy based one of his Nutty Professor
grandma
on Moms Mabley.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for catching us up with our history. And this is Whoopi Goldberg, everybody. Be sure to check out Whoopi Goldberg Presents Moms Mabley on HBO. Still ahead, Dr. Gadget is here with this season's hottest holiday gifts. But up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Welcome back. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name's Christine. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Christine. How can I help?
I have a question. I have a 22-year-old daughter who just recently graduated college, and she's back home. Okay. She's with a boyfriend for 2 years, and she wants him to sleep in the same bedroom as her.
Well, that's not happening.
I told her no, but she's very upset because they slept in the same room at college.
I don't care what you did in college.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Okay. And furthermore, good for her. She got out of school at 22. A lot of kids are taking a lot longer, so I applaud her for that. But, you know, does the boy live in the same town as you all?
He's in Connecticut.
He's in Connecticut, and so he travels to see you.
Yes.
Well, is there a pull-out couch or basement?
Yes.
Or another bedroom?
Yes.
Well, then that's the arrangement. Now, you realize that as soon as you go to sleep, he is going to sneak into her room, and they're gonna do the nasty. And then he's going to wake up somewhere around 4 o'clock in the morning and go back to the basement couch. And we're not fools. We know this, because this is the same thing we did to our parents. Okay? But she's got to keep up the same lying facade with us.
That's right.
As we kept up to respect our parents.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, Mom.
Thank you.
Up next, everybody, Dr. Gadget is here with some great holiday gifts for the entire family. Which means the holiday shopping season is official. But instead of you going to the malls, we're bringing the Black Friday shopping to you. Here with some must-have gifts for the entire family is our friend Dr. Gadget.
Hey, Wendy!
Welcome back, Gadget. Oh,
Happy holidays, everybody. You guys ready to have some fun?
Yeah.
Let's do it!
Okay, what do you have for us today?
Well,
Let's
the first
start.
one I have is one that just about everybody needs because it's where you have everything. This is the Brookstone extra large towel warmer. Go ahead, pull a towel out of there, Wendy.
Okay.
All right, this is an extra large towel. This is, you really got to pamper yourself, right? So now you're going to warm the towel. It's warm, huh?
It's warm.
Up to 300 degrees. Great for your mittens and your scarves. Get a little warm and toasty. I like to put the robe on before I get out. You know,
this
go
is
up.
such a thoughtful thing.
Retails
Yeah.
for $89 on Black Friday. Brookstone extra large towel warmer. And I pretty much, if you got everything, you need this, right?
Yes, you do need that.
Let's go.
Now, what
Yes,
about
ma'am.
our audience?
I think you should take it home.
Okay, good. Okay.
I love that, by the way.
I know, me too.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right.
Okay, what is this? What is this, Gadget?
This is for the lady in your life. Guys, you're out there. They got to sit down. This is for the ladies in your life, right? This, you guys all like a little fashion. I know you like fashion.
Yeah.
This is the Boomy brushes, okay? Now, the Boomy brushes feels great, right?
These are
biosynthetic, multi-diameter brushes with no animal hair, okay?
Oh.
All natural. They retail for $260 a set, all right? But the thing about Boomy is really great because there's no bacteria that's going to build up. The thing you hate about brushes, right?
Yeah,
ladies,
they get nasty.
They get nasty, they break, you got to wash them. It's not going to happen with Boomy. And Boomy's special price just for the Wendy audiences is $99. But guess what? You're taking it home! All right, here we go. Here we go. This is really cool. I see a lot of stuff. This is really beautiful. This is the Bellissimo Benevolent Beauty, okay?
Look
You guys
how
got me so excited now.
glamorous this case is.
Okay, this is a clutch. Now, Bellissimo is Benevolent Beauty because it was designed by an engineer completely out of the industry for beauty, but she created no holes barred, nothing, no materials lost at all, and a portion of every sale actually goes to single women with children. And by the way, every season you're going to accomplish it with the clutch in this retails for $150, and you got it. You're taking it home. This is for the guy in your life. Now, this one is really cool.
Right,
this is from my friends at OneSale.com, which it's Black Friday every day. They did our Mother's Day show for us.
Yeah.
They're Black Friday every day. Now, this is really cool. This is the Sylvania music lights, okay? Now what we're going to do, we're going to play Wendy's soundtrack into the integrated light and the speaker, okay? You're going to control 12 different locations from this remote control, transmitting wirelessly from your iPhone, your iPad, your stereo, anything music source, all right? You can control the light from here. Listen to the music. How about the can lighting on the porch, right?
Yeah, guys love stuff like this.
Now, these things normally retail for $200, but with one sale, guess what? They're only $99 today for Black Friday on Wendy, but more important than that, you're all taking it home!
You show what's next.
Okay. Switch it, turn the music off there?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. What's this?
This is really great. This is for mom. This is for the mom in your life. This is the, oh wow, clean cut paper towel, cleanless paper towel dispenser, okay? This is touchless. So we're gonna reach over here, and we're gonna dispense the paper towel.
Oh my gosh.
And now we're gonna cut it, right?
Cut it, go
ahead. So I
ahead.
can cut it, so I'm gonna dispense it. Wendy, you go ahead and do it.
Okay. And I can make it any size I want?
Any size you want, any paper towel. You
How
do not have to worry about the paper towel because you can put that in industrial strength. It'll laser cut anything, not even the perforated edges, right?
Wow.
Any paper towel, lifesaver in the kitchen.
It retails for?
It retails for $139 to $159, but the Black Friday price, of course, is $99. And I'm out of breath. Would you tell them?
You're all going home with it. right here.
All right. This is really cool. When Wendy wanted something, Wendy actually personally requested something really cool just for the dad. This is a 40-volt lithium-ion battery.
Sorry, I live in the suburbs. We have trees that need to be removed.
This is the Greenworks tool lithium-ion 40-volt electric chainsaw, okay? This is a brushless electric motor. Now, ladies, I know if you're the tool person in your life, this is really cool because up until this point, if you had a 16-inch chainsaw, you could cut maybe a smaller log, right? It would run out, no gas, nothing. It's brushless motor because it gives more power and more
and
torque.
a press button, you don't have to go vroom.
Electric start.
Yep.
All right.
Watch this. Get it, Gadget, get it. And he's gonna show us some incredible gifts for the kids. Next! Dr. Gadget is still here. What is this?
This is for kids. This is the Propel Brookstone helicopter for toys.
Oh, it's up in the lights.
Yeah.
It retails for $29.99.
This is
You're all
Brookstone
going
helicopter
home with that.
$29.
And finally, what is
this? Is the beams from Flow Rider. This is the beams from Flow Rider, okay? Now you can make music with your lights.
Just like a light show.
Song was created just for beams by Flow Rider. Laser light show.
Just like
Put your
this is very cool. This retails for $199.
Now you're gonna go in here, right? And then we're gonna go to the full rhythm track.
Wow!
And play the lights, right?
Studio
all the
audience,
instruments.
You're all going home with this one too. Our at-home viewers have a chance to win these great gifts. Go to our Facebook page to find out how. Dr. Gadget, thank you. And we'll be right back. I love you for watching today. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye!